Raj, Mathai back with you. This is a live look at SFO. 2 daily nonstop flights from India. One's on United, the other's on Air India. Those 2 daily nonstop flights are going to look a lot different. As of today, travel restrictions are now in effect. Among the new rules here, you cannot fly into the United States from India unless you're a U.S. citizen or permanent resident. So what happened here? How did this all happen in India? What's leading to this deadly COVID surge? Well, there are a few primary factors. Only about 2% of India, the Indian population, is vaccinated. So that's a start. Also, essentially, they let their guard down. Prime Minister Modi suggested a few months ago that India defeated COVID, and he's been campaigning to large crowds that are wearing no masks for the most part. Hospitals are overwhelmed. There's a major lack of supplies like ventilators and oxygen. In the last month alone, 7 million reported cases, more than 57,000 reported deaths. Families are just staying home. I spoke with my cousin, who's a dentist in Mumbai.
Almost everyone knows someone, either within their homes or within their buildings, their colonies, their work colleagues, their friend circle, who's either had this and has recovered from it, or who has had this and has long COVID where they're still dealing with some symptoms, or who has had this and hasn't recovered from it.
Preeti, how is it affecting just everyday life, whether it's your kids or your neighbors or people in your building? What are the differences right now, if I were to come to Mumbai?
So my children are 14 months into online school. They haven't seen their friends or teachers in 14 months. The burden on the home is a lot more. Most families who can work from home are working from home. People have had to invest a lot more in technology. It's been a difficult time. Those who are financially stable have been able to ride this wave out better, obviously. But India being the country that it is, there are many families that have been affected by this pretty drastically.
I don't want to get too political, but I know a few months ago, I think the prime minister there and some of his supporters said you guys were, you've beaten COVID. That's obviously not the case.
That's not the case now. India did very well for a very long time. Even a city like Mumbai, where people live in such close quarters with each other. And, you know, the concept of social distancing is a very alien concept to us here. We all did very, very well for a very long time. And so I think no one expected this to come in with the momentum and the speed that it did. So I can see how a few months ago, it would have been easy for the powers to be to think that we've beaten this. And yet,
I lived in Mumbai for several years, for 7 years. It is a phenomenal city, but that city and New Delhi is in crisis mode. It might be for the next several months. It's a good reminder, Jessica and Janelle, for all of us in this country and other countries that this fight is not over. It's going to keep coming back in various strains and strands throughout the world.